Right Honourable Sir Ninian Martin Stephen, a most honoured Australian, began his story on June 15, 1923. The only child to Fred and Barbara Stephen, named after his mother's close friend, Nina Milne. Sir Ninian attended many schools throughout Europe and the UK, intending that his mind be a product of all and prisoner of none. He could speak a number of languages, some fluently, including French, German and Latin. During World War II, it was decided it was too dangerous to stay in Europe, and the journey was made to Australia, where he was enrolled in Scotch College in Melbourne, gaining honours in English and French. He started at Arthur Robinson & Co., and it was here he decided to study law. The war interrupted his studies, and Sir Ninian enlisted in Melbourne University Regiment in 1941. He was discharged in 1946 as a lieutenant, receiving the 1939 to 1945 Star, Pacific Star, the War Medal and the Australian Service Medal. In 1949, Sir Ninian graduated and married Valerie Sinclair. They would have 5 daughters. By the 1960s, Sir Ninian was highly regarded in the Melbourne-based legal profession and appointed QC in 1966. During his career, he would write thousands of opinions on law. These were highly sought by law firms and his largest source of income. In 1964, Sir Ninian became a board member of Equity Trustees and served until 1970, when he was appointed to the Supreme Court of Victoria, and only 2 years later stepped up to the High Court. In 1982, Sir Ninian was appointed as Australia's 20th Governor-General. During this time, he handed back the deeds of Uluru to the traditional owners, which was one of the most significant transfers of land ownership to the first Australians. Following his time as Governor-General, he went on to work for the Australian Government, British Government, Commonwealth Secretariat and the United Nations. He also became the first Australian Ambassador for the Environment and undertook the difficult task as Chairman of the second strand of Northern Ireland peace talks. Throughout the 1990s, he served on a number of international courts and tribunals, and by 1998 he was appointed to head an inquiry into the practices of the former leaders of Khmer Rouge, resulting in 3 of the surviving KR leaders being tried in 2011. Sir Ninian Stephen, a most honoured Australian, we are proud to have shared his story.